got the groove with the music, don't suck. Come.
Hi, and welcome back to StudioMMA's and MMAnytt studio here in Stockholm. We've got a couple of new guests. We're from Australia, first of all, Ben Alloway, and Cub Swanson's all the way from Southern California. How are you finding Sweden so far?
Cold.
Yeah.
No, not too bad. The people are great. You know, beautiful hotels, and the food's all right too from what I've tasted so far. So
I was going to say, how much are you able to eat? You can't wait.
a few salads, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of fish. Yeah. Hopefully, you know, Saturday night after the fight we can pig out. Yeah. Be good.
Talk to us a little bit about your opponent, Ryan LaFleur.
American, wrestles a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Fancy that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know too much about him. You know, I know he's only had a handful of fights over the last couple of years. So, yeah, you know, he's fought on the same show and you know, well-rounded. So, you know, looking forward to punch him in the face and see how he reacts to that. You know, so.
Any predictions?
Win, man. However I can win.
Do you think it'll go 3 rounds?
No. I'm going to try and end it in the first.
You're planning on throwing the front kick again, or?
Oh, the front kick. We've got a few other weapons we've been working on. So.
Because I must say it was a very spectacular front kick. The way that he collapsed as well. It looked very.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, both brutal but nice.
Yeah, just one of
Brutally
those
nice.
Brutally nice.
Brutally nice, but almost
reaction
romantic.
things. Yeah, just a reaction.
Really, man?
Reaction.
No, just not.
And Cub, you're not fighting. You get a little bit more of an opportunity to enjoy Stockholm and the food. Have you been out and about at all?
Yeah, I've been out a lot. Everything they got me doing, I'm doing it, and then like, all right, when do we go out? I'm trying to enjoy the food. You know, everyone's been real nice, and trying to do some sightseeing. But I'm just having a good time.
You mentioned on Facebook that you were the first grandson to make it back to Sweden. How did your grandparents react about that?
They were stoked. They weren't too fond of me fighting in general, and now it's kind of growing on them. You know, now they're starting to be like, oh, my grandson fights, and you know, this and that. So their parents are from Sweden, so my great-grandparents are from here. So I'm the first one of the grandparents to make it here, and so now I'm like, I'm the #1 grandson right now.
And we know that Sebastian feels very special because he actually has the same mix as you, Mexican-Swedish.
It's a very rare breed of
Yeah.
Swedish.
Swedish.
Mexican.
Do you speak any Swedish? Do you know any words?
No, I'm going to claim dumb fighter on that one.
You can talk to Brad Pickett. He'll teach you some bad words.
No, don't, just don't.
But I don't know Spanish either, so, you know.
So it evens out?
Yeah, it's just I'm dumb, that's all.
Now, do you feel any connection? Have you done any research on your heritage? Have you seen anyone out of your family here?
I don't know any family members. I know that there are some, but I know that I wasn't going to have very much time here. So I know that my family comes from, is it Varmland? Yeah, I don't know how to say
Which,
it correctly.
by the way, means warm land, which is kind
Which
of
is
not
ironic.
right.
Yeah, that should be Swedish, right?
That's SoCal. That's warm land.
That's the real warm land.
Especially where I live in Palm Springs. It was 90 degrees when I left. Now I'm here and I'm freezing. So I feel you on that one.
I was born here. I haven't adapted yet, so.
Oh wow.
I'm missing the beach, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of Swedish fighters on this card, obviously being in Sweden, and it's been a few UFCs done in Australia, which have been very, very popular as well. Would you prefer to fight in Australia versus Sweden? At least it's not in his on his home turf.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's in the UFC, I don't care. So, you know, it's always nice to fight at home. I was lucky my first fight in December was my hometown, so pretty cool to fight in front of the boys and pick up the win there. So, but yeah, you know, I wanted to travel, and you know, Sweden, haven't been here before, so yeah, let's do it.
Have you seen anything here yet though, or is it just can't wait and staying in the hotel?
Yeah, we hit up a Thai massage place the other day. Got a massage.
You could have done Swedish massage.
It was just massage. No, I just checked out sort of just the couple of blocks around here and haven't really ventured too far. So, you know, maybe Sunday, I'm here till Sunday night, so maybe Sunday I'll get out and have a look.
We'll hook you up with a list, the must-dos in the vicinity. So.
Yeah, we have the UFC official after party as well. I hope to see you both there as well, obviously. But going away and being such a sort of a representative of the UFC and being one of the fighters, being able to enjoy and travel, it's a lot easier than when you have a fight and having to cut weight.
Yeah.
how is it to be not just fight for the UFC when it comes to marketing and money-wise, but what else does the UFC do for you?
They're just getting me out there internationally, which I'm very grateful for. You know, my last fight was in London, and you know, I didn't get to do much. I tried to save it all for the last day, but unfortunately I got leg kicked too many times and I didn't want to leave my hotel room. So, but coming out here this time and just, you know, doing some signings, and right after this I'm gonna go teach like some troubled kids and some no-gi jiu-jitsu. I'm like, that's awesome, you know? So just getting to be out here and get my fan base more international and just get more well-known, and it's cool. And then just seeing how the UFC is in the US compared to the different countries.
If we move forward a bit, you're booked to face Dennis Seaver again. A match was booked before in London, then he became injured. When we spoke with you, you said that you wanted him to win a match first, and then you'd rebook the match. He has not won a match since then. Why did you accept it?
Because there was nobody else to fight.
That's a good reason.
Pretty good reason.
You know, the only options, you know, were like a Frankie Edgar, but they wanted him to get a win. So Dennis Seaver's coming off of 2 wins. Frankie Edgar has lost his last 3. Granted, they were all title fights and to the best, you know. But I feel like, you know, he's got a good fight with Charles Oliveira, and, you know, he gets a win and we could fight after that. So I thought maybe like a Darren Elkins, and then he stepped up to fight Chad Mendes. So when you're on a good streak, there's only so many people you can fight, you know. So my
should you
options
beat
were limited.
Seaver, that'll be your 5th straight.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
And
pressure,
I mean,
no
do you
pressure.
think you would need to fight Frankie Edgar before a title shot, or?
Only because the way they're saying is I'm behind Ricardo Lamas and the Korean Zombie, so they would get the next title shot. You know, but people get injured, things change. So if everything goes like that, then I would still have to wait. And I'm not about waiting. I'm in just
You're
breaking
about
into the
fighting?
prime of my career. So I'm just trying to get the matchups that I feel like are going to be crowd pleasers, you know. And I feel like a fight with Frankie is a great one too. But I know me and Seaver are gonna throw down. So I'm cool with that.
Now, career and crowd pleasing. You've gone into a new career lately. We saw you dancing for MMAnytt on to the Harlem Shake. You got some moves.
I was on there.
Weren't you
You
on
sure
the?
was-
Weren't you one in the mask on the show with the wig?
I don't think it was me. I don't remember doing the video. I do get punched a lot, so maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't seem to remember
No,
doing
that guy
that.
spoke fluent Swedish. It wasn't him.
Oh, the Harlem Shake with MMAnytt? That wasn't you?
No.
Really? We're going to kill our researchers. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Back to you. So we're talking about timing fights.
cut that
Let's
out.
say your game plan works out and you hit him with a front kick to the face and the other weapons you bring into the face.
Sure.
Who do you want to fight next?
No one in mind right now. You know, just taking it one fight at a time.
Yeah.
I think that's how you got to, you know, approach UFC these days. So, just the next guy up the ladder, man. You know, yeah, just always looking for the next guy in front of me. Just that slow climb.
This fight is a bit different from your last one because now I don't know how well you know Ryan LaFleur from before, but Manny Rodriguez, you were in the house together, same team, you knew him well, both on and off the mat. What's it like fighting someone that you know from The Ultimate Fighter compared to someone who you don't really know quite as well as making his debut?
I think pretty obvious with Manny. You know, he was a grappler and I was a stand-up guy, so you know, sort of whoever could keep it there, you know, where they wanted it would have taken advantage in the fight. So. You know, I guess it's a bit more exciting with the Flair because, I mean, I've seen a bit of tape on him, but I don't know what he's about. So I'm just, you know, looking forward to making it up as I go along.
Do you prefer to have a lot of tape and research on your opponents, or?
Not too. You know, I don't prefer to watch it myself a lot. I let my managers and coaches do that. You know, I just get the instruction and do it in the cage. Yeah.
We're looking forward to see you in the cage on Saturday night at Globen, which is directly behind us. Guys, thank you so much for coming into the studio. We'll be right back.
It has been hunted since the beginning of man. It has challenged us to become better, faster, and more determined. Failure is part of the game, but never accepted. But as sweet as it may taste in the end, it's the pursuit that defines those in it. Here's to victory. Next chance to join the chase.
Betta live i mobilen. Nu dubblar vi din första insättning.
BetSafe.com. In it to win it.